On June 16th, 1996, my dad got the best present he could for Father's Day. That was a daughter. For all my birthdays, I never really had like huge parties or huge traditions, but my mom would always bake us a cake, and then I'd have some friends over, and we'd go bowling. But that's basically as exciting as it ever got. Through this project, it helped me realize that I'm not the only one that has like exciting or huge things going on in their life on this day. Lots of important events have happened on June 16th, and they will continue to happen. I found an article on the front page of the New York Times on the day I was born, and it was the announcement that Ella Fitzgerald, a huge jazz musician, died that day. She was also known as the First Lady of Song, and she had huge impacts on lots of people in the music world through the 6 decades of her career. I actually got to listen to a couple of her songs, and they were extremely good, and I can totally see, because they talked about all these famous people admiring her, like Frank Sinatra and everything, and it was quite obvious why. And so I thought that was a bigger concept than just the death of a celebrity, was also that there's people being born into the day, and also people taking out, and it's not just all about one person, it's us as a whole. Another article I found was in the New York Times as well. That was published June 16th, 2000. And it was about the sex attacks during the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Central Park. Around, I think it was June 12th, when the parade was, or June 11th, when the parade was going on, there was attacks of 37 women where they were either raped, beaten, or harassed, and they ended up arresting 6 of the attackers on June 16th. And it kind of surprised me. I thought it was interesting because all the attackers were so different. One was a barber, one was a high school student, one was a minister's son studying to be a lawyer. And so it just kind of was scary to think about how basically anybody is capable of doing something so terrible. But it was good that they got caught, and there was, the rest of them got caught a day later. The third article I found was published in Washington Post on June 16th, 1997, and it was about Troon Productions and their advances in their claymation show for children. Their whole idea was to portray good morals with no sexism and no violence, and they found that in TV shows, male characters outweighed female characters 3 to 1, and especially in children's shows, it was only, I think, female characters only took up 23% of all characters, so they wanted to change that. And they also didn't want any fights or anything like that going on, and so it would imprint good morals into kids' heads. I thought that was interesting because a problem that we've been dealing with since decades ago, we're still dealing with now and advancing in it, and problems don't just solve themselves overnight. This project has helped me realize that the world doesn't stop because it's my birthday, and that lots of things are happening, and I need to take the time to pay attention to those, even though it's my birthday. 1, 2.